Yeah, I don't. I know what you're talking about. Some people say when reality TV started, thought this was the end of television, and people thought that when Married with Children started on Fox,
right,
20 some plus years ago. Not that I was even alive then, but I know it was a long time ago.
Neither of us were.
But and it's funny, as I was writing the introduction for the show and getting prepared, I was thinking, I do tend to watch a lot of these shows, and I'm not really sure what it is. If it's do we like to see that other people's lives are more screwed up than ours, or that they reflect our lives? Did you get a sense from the other people who contributed essays that, was there a common theme that you saw in terms of what attracted them?
Yeah, I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head. I think the first thing you said, it's that it's oddly comforting for us to see people who are more screwed up than we are. I mean, a lot of times, they're in these amazing houses, at least, even the real world. They put these kids in some amazing house, a pool table and a hot tub and everything. And so you get to sit there as a viewer and watch these people who do these outrageous things you would never do and go, my God, I don't have that house, but I'm happier than this person. And it's not the healthiest way to get self-esteem, but I'm guilty of it. The Real Housewives behave the way I behaved in high school. And it's kind of comforting to be like, okay, they're trapped in perpetual adolescence, whereas I moved out of that phase. This is a great reminder of why I don't think it's a good idea to, get hurt feelings from a friend and then go backstab the friend and talk, all this business. It'll just, blow up and you'll get even angrier. It's therapy, Bob. That's what I'm saying. It's like therapy, but cheaper.
Do you have a favorite or two among the essays in the book? And folks, those of you who are watching us video, I'm holding up the book now. Do you have a favorite essay or two in the book?
First of all, it's so sad we couldn't get the video to work, because how I'd love to be on video with you, but I appreciate your being there and holding up the book. But, it's sort of like, Sophie's Choice. I shouldn't really pick favorites, but I will say that I'm mildly obsessed. I keep talking about The Real Housewives, and I'm not, I do watch other shows, but I'm mildly obsessed with Stacey Grenrock Wood's piece on The Real Housewives of New York. She's one of the funniest writers I've ever read. She actually does a sex column for Esquire magazine, and she had a memoir that was published by Scribner. And then a piece that gets a lot of attention, my American Idol piece, is written by a friend of mine who was he covered American Idol for the LA Times for 2 or 3 years, and now he's writing the definitive history of American Idol, this huge book. And he is this perfectly normal, well-adjusted, well-educated man who became so obsessed with the show that, his wife calls herself an American Idol widow, because 3 nights a week during the season, he's there, he's watching it. He ended up getting tattooed by one of the people this is not a guy who's going to get a tattoo, but because he was so obsessed with this woman who was singing on American Idol, he let her husband tattoo him. He goes on tour with them, and he just writes this really hilarious and yet completely earnest piece about why the show means so much to him. And it's sort of, all about how watching, somebody who was sitting at the Taco Bell drive-thru handing you your taco last week is now standing there in front of millions with the, chance to have their life changed overnight. And it's, the only example of dreams coming true that we kind of get in our cynical, depressing at times world we live in.
Oh, I feel so sad now.
No, you're supposed to feel happy because dreams come true, Bob.
Well, besides compiling the reality TV essays in Reality Matters and authoring the 2 chick lit, I knew one day I'd screw that up, chick lit novels, Bought and Party Girl, Anna David is known to a certain segment of... Pardon me?
Well, you screwed it up because I don't consider them chick lit, and so I was sending that message, which is why you screwed up the words.
Oh, okay. You're manipulating me through the phone lines.
No, but chick lit is more, the first book's about addiction and recovery, and they're a little deeper than that.
Oh, I wasn't saying that they weren't deep. I'm just kind of saying that they're more for chicks, I think. I read Bought and I enjoyed it, but I did feel a little, not emasculated while reading it, but,
It's women's fiction. But, chick lit is more typically referred to as the kind of trashy stuff.
Okay, well, I take it all back.
Oh, no.
What I was going well, what I was going to say is that you are known to a certain segment of young men as the sex and relationship guru on G4's Attack of the Show. And folks, if you've never seen Anna David in action there, here is a sort of family-friendly clip from the show.
My name's Daniel. I'm a young guy who likes older women. How can I keep them interested in me?
He likes older women.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
I think that all older women are different. So it's not like there's some set rule like, oh, you've got to quote, F. Scott Fitzgerald, or you've got to talk about politics. I think that probably, one of the things the older woman might like about you is that you're young. That
Don't try to be more mature. Don't try to be more intelligent. Just be yourself, because if an older woman's going for younger guys, she wants the younger guy.
Exactly. And, and also, impress her with your virility. That younger men can do things older men can't.
And he asked, how does he keep it going? Like, how does he keep them interested? And I think that you keep that young thing for a while, but just don't go to, where it's like party, like things don't ever slow down.
Right. And don't act like you need to be taken care of.
That's
always
true.
A turn off.